Hello world. This is a graphics card and I'm told it has a direct short on the main power. Symptoms are the computer will not power at all when the graphics card is installed. Remove the graphics card, the computer posts. It is an Rx6600 8GB. Don't think it's particularly newish one, but it's somebody's pride and joy. So let me see if I can get it working. I got this on eBay. So yeah, we thought we'd give it a shot. So we will test with our new multimeter in. Let's turn it on. Try to position this so everybody can see, and I'm aiming for continuity mode, which is that button there. Continuity, and we should have beep beep beep. Still got a warranty sticker on there. So just looking at a plug which goes in here, they obviously fit in there. The top 1, 2, 3 should all be positive, 2, 0 ground, and then those down there as well. So let's stick a probe in ground, which is down there. We should get, there we go, it's reading 0.4. Varying about 45 ohms. 45. Nothing. 69. Let's just put it onto this one here. Our leads are reading 0.2, so that's good. Right, so onto we've got a direct short reading 0.4 and it's 0.1 on the, yeah, all the positives are reading the same. So let's take this bad boy apart. Looks pretty straightforward, I say with confidence. Several screws around the edge. These iFixit kits, this is a screwdriver I'm using, find them absolutely superb. They've got every screwdriver bit you could ever want until you lose them, and then you can't find the one that you want. Hey, but I think that's the case for everything. We'll take these screws out. Let's see if they're all the same size, and they look to be. Okay, that's the back plate screws out. The bracket here holds the heatsink on by the looks of it, so we'll just see if that's going to come off. Doesn't look like it is, so let's see if it'll separate from this side. Alright, there's a couple of screws in here for the I/O shield. Well, the O shield, won't it, because there's no inputs on it. This model's got 3 DisplayPort and 1 HDMI. I think that's a pretty common configuration on most newer cards, unless you go up to the high spec ones, which have got more. So, there we go. Fan shroud now comes off. The clip down here for the fans themselves, just a fan plug. So we'll get that to put to one side. Oh, I'm wounded. But I'm a brave boy. I'll survive. Okay, so now I would imagine, let's have a look. There's a screw here, some screws for the back. So let's just get these off, loosened up, so we're not taking too much tension. So loosen them all a little, rather than unscrewing them all and getting the plates come off. And then once you've got them all loosened a bit, go diagonal, and then just whip them. There we go. Just hold it down with a bit of tension with your finger so it don't fling up. And we should. There we go. These are smaller screws, so we'll just keep those to one side. There's a couple more screws recessed just there, which look like they're going into the heatsink, but I want to get the back plate off if possible. And there looks to be screws under the heatsink down here. So that's the back plate. The screws which are holding the back plate are actually on top of the circuit board, so I'm going to have to take the heatsink off next, which will be, looks like these two separate screws here. There we go. Still, some more screws on here. They're hiding them. One right below the heat pipes. There we go. And then one just over here, away from the heat pipes. So put those there, because those are the ones for. They don't melt it easy, do they? You never believed that they were trying to stop you repairing things. There's a lot of any hidden screws? Can't see any, so by the looks of it, it might just now be the sticky pads. So a little bit of tension. Wow, this is certainly on well. Can't see any screws that I'm missing. There's nothing below them. And that's just holding. That's just holding the bracket on. So by rights, there's no screws. There should be nothing holding it down. There we go. Just need a little bit of extremely dry thermal paste to hold it into position. All them years doing Tetris, look at that. It's good as new. Somebody would say better than factory. Still got a little bit of residue on it, so still waiting for the Elgato to come under the microscope, so we'll see if there's anything visually that I can see. So let's get the continuity back out, put this onto a nice ground. That hole just there, that's a good enough ground for me. Just make sure it has got a good connection. We have a beep. So if we remember from these, cable goes in like that, so the top three on this side should be positive, and they're the ones which have got the short on. So I would imagine that the power comes down here and we should have a short there, so that inductor is shorting out. Let's check those inductors, they're not shorting out, so that's good. So currently we've got a short there. We have a short there, but it's the 26 ohm short, so it's not particularly low. And we've got a beep there, but it's fluctuation to 300-400. I am sure we can turn this beep off, just don't know how. Let's turn it off. So we've got open circuit there, which means no continuity. Open circuit there. 0.4, so we have a short there as well. 0.4, 0.4, and all these will be in parallel, so we have a short on these. Yeah, 26 ohms, 30 ohms, 30 ohms, over 100 ohms. Not concerned too much about those. Those are quite high resistance. Down here is open circuit, so unlimited resistance. No connection basically. So it's these here and this one just here. Now we've got some of the dreaded capacitors around here. We've also got several power stages. So, with these having a short on them, and that's a main power rail. I cannot see it's going to be a little bit until my other equipment turns up. We're going to have to put up with it like this, unfortunately. So oh yes, there's a big hole in that chip there. Don't know if you can't really tilt the camera any more than that, unfortunately. But yeah, one of the driver MOSFETs has got a big hole in it, so it is that one there. I'll try and get that up to camera to show you. And it's just there at the tip. And we've got a big hole in it. I would imagine it's gone with a pop. Let's have a quick look on some of the others. Yeah. So what we're going to do is take that off, because these appear to be wired in parallel, just to see if the short disappears. And if it disappears, we'll try powering the card. If they are in parallel, they still might be enough to do what needs to be done. So we'll have a go at that. So, hot air station, we're going to be using 400 degrees and 50% air. Just see if we can get this off nice and quick. Just going to protect those capacitors a little, just to see if we can stop them exploding in his face, because that's always fun. And who thought DDR2 memory would never come in useful? There we go. So we'll get this put down. not literally. We'll get a little bit of magic heat and we'll see if we can get that off and resurrect this card. Look at that. So it's an Atan ST862D hot air station that I'm using. So we'll just give the board a little bit of a heat. We'll grab the IC, apply the heat with a little bit of gentle pressure. Just holding it nice and firm, pressured with the tweezers. You don't want to yank it off, because if not all the pads release at once, you'll end up tearing some of the pads. Now, just give enough heat. It's a thick board, this, with it being an older board, so it will take a bit of heat. I'll just crank that up a little bit, see if we can get it off even quicker, because I don't really want to put too much heat into the rest of the components. Just got up to 450, 50% air, and there we go, just released. Okay, so just let the air station do its business and cool down and show you where we are. Give the board a bit of a cool. Still quite toasty. We'll just leave that on there a second and I'll try and show you. Try and show you the hole. Let me focus, come on. Okay, let's see if we can see if we can get the camera focused. Yeah. Oops, it's easy. It's not going to play ball with us, just to see if we could get the hole shown. But yeah, I don't think we're going to see it. But trust me, guys, there is a hole in there. Where it's gone pop. So the board now. Again, apologies that we can't share the image on here yet, but I will get around to it. We can just see a little bit of the image about here, and that's where I'm looking. So I'm just going to give it a quick clean, because there is a bit of residue around it. Bit of IPA. Bit of IPA. There we go. Bit of IPA. Third time lucky. Let's just edit that out. We'll give it a quick clean. Just make sure there's no other issues. Nothing bridging, nothing shorting, and where it is. So I'm just going to pause the video for 2 seconds, guys, and I will just connect this back up just to see if it's still shutting the PC down. If it's not, we'll then rebuild it on stream and test it in the computer and see if it works. So I'll catch you shortly. One thing to check first is whether we've got rid of the short before I jump too far ahead. So Still in beep mode, as we can hear. And definitely got a beep. We had a short before and we still got them. 0.4. So we do still have, even though that had blown, and something else has obviously shorted to take this out. So I'm wondering whether a little bit of voltage injection on this power rail under the thermal camera might just do the job. So let's get the camera booted. It's a Unity Pro UTI 260B professional thermal camera. It's got the additional macro lens with it as well, which is excellent. Okay, we are back with the tester. Find a nice ground, which will be this one up here. Yeah. And we're going to see if we can find the hotspot. Can we see anything glowing under the camera? There's nothing particularly jumping out at me, but it's taking about 4 amps at just under a volt. So it's none of these other. You might be able to see some bright specks on here, but that is just the reflection. So if we recall, we had a short on there as well. Yeah. So let's inject it straight onto nothing jumping out as being, I suppose it won't. Rookie mistake, I've dropped my earth. Let's get that a little bit better on there. Not going anywhere without that. There we go. We've now got live and current flowing. So where that MOSFET had got a hole in it, I cannot see anything warming up round there. And I cannot see anything warming up on the board around here. Now, there's something down here getting a bit warm. And that's just reflection, yeah. Okay, so could it be something on this side of the board? Let's have a go at taking that rest of that off and having a look. There was that one screw there. That screw there. That screw there. And you guessed it, that screw there. Take these off for good measure as a just in case measure. Can't see it being those, but you never know. This again has got thermal paste and thermal, so we'll just give it a bit of a persuasion. And can't say I've done these in the right order, but that's what the learning process is all about. Now visually I cannot see any big issues with that. Let's get the magic meter, get the machine that goes beep. We have a ground. That's 30 ohms, so it's not that. So the power comes in up here. And it would be the bottom pins for positive. 3. It's less than 1 ohm there. So it comes in here, goes through the vias to that, then it delivers it to this massive power rail up here, which I would imagine goes to vast majority of the board. There's a capacitor there which looks a little bit tarnished, but can't be that easy, can it? No, 30 ohms, so it's not that. And we're down to 1 ohm on there. So we obviously have got that short still on this side of the board as well. So let's do the magic cable again. Let's get us a nice little earth. Which is that. And it was the bottom pins, if we remember. So we'll get the camera back out. They make it look so easy on YouTube. And we have all same colour temperature. Well, at least we are consistent. Can't see any heat spots at all. So there's nothing on that side of the board. Looks like there's a lot of heat generated around here, which is on the back of these capacitors and whatnot here. But again, if we inject a bit of voltage, so let me put the give us a bit better view. None of the MOSFETs are glowing. None of the caps are glowing. They must. I must buy the ones without any shorts. Just thought it was going to be dead easy connecting it up and finding a short. So, what we've learned is that there was a hole in the MOSFET, which looks to be on the main 12 volt rail, and I would imagine that is because there are all the power stages there and they're beefy. Remove that one with the hole and we still had a short, less than 1 ohm short. so a direct short. Injecting voltage at the short, e.g. the connector, didn't show anything up. So where do I go from here? Any suggestions? Because with that removed, I thought that might remove the short, and it's not. So has it taken something else out? Is the core shorted? Has that put all the voltage through there? Is there a way of testing for that? I don't think it looks good with being in a power stage when we've still got the short before and after, and we've got it directly on here and after that power stage as well. So we'll just get that. So we've got short, short, strangely enough, I don't have a short on that leg there, which is the positive. But yeah, so we've got a short there, and we've still got a short here. So the short has to be after that. Is that right? Because obviously power comes in here, goes through all these bits and bobs, goes through these, and it goes to the other side. So we've not got short on memory, and that's a high resistance short on that one is. So it is just on the 12 volt rail. So obviously the 12 volt rail is here, which goes through all of these. 1.6, 1.4, so there's no difference. 2 ohms, 2 ohms, so there's no difference really. 0.4 between them. 0.3. I'm thinking it's something to do with this section here on the board, because of the way the heat is and the one with the hole in it. I'm a little stuck at the moment, so I can't think of anything else to try. So I'm going to call it on this video. We will revisit this. But if anybody's got any suggestions, they can leave me in comments on what I need to test or what it might be. Much appreciated. But we'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, guys and girls. And hopefully I'll have the Elgato set up so we can have the microscope even, and also the multimeter on screen as well. Be like a real life YouTuber. Cheers, guys and gals.